Well, I'm back. Been away for a minute. I'm back. Bass heads, ready to do it. Somebody asked me a question that sounded simple, but it wasn't simple. So I'm gonna answer that question, and maybe it'll help others too. This ain't for the pros and professionals. So somebody asked me, maybe so, I don't know. Different levels to this game, but somebody asked me how should they set their gain on the amplifier, and not an easy question. They can't just tell you, because it comes down to some things. It comes down to signal, it comes down to distortion level. So let's start with your distortion level. What that is it 0.5? Is it 0.10? Is it 0.3? So let me explain that. Then we're going to get to the radio, because see, all of these things work together. Your radio works with that, or if you have a preamp, then you got your amp, then you got your speakers. All three of those things work together. So basically, let's say you got an amplifier. Let's say you got two amplifiers, right? And both of them had the same wattage. One of them's distortion level is 0.10. One is 0.5. So the one that's 0.10, by the time it gets, let's see, I might not be spot on, but let's say by the time it gets to, let's say 700 watts, distortion is going to kick in. Now, for SPL, you guys probably most likely don't care. If you sound quality, yeah, you care about distortion. So let's say if the other amplifier, that's amplifier 1, amplifier 2, same wattage, 1000 watts, but its distortion level is 0.5. So it might not hit distortion till it gets like 800 watts or 900 watts. Speaking hypothetically, might not be spot on, but still, that's the way it goes. So can't really tell you where to set your gain. You got to listen to where you set it. I had to listen for mines. Plus, another thing that's very important is, where's your bass on your radio? Is it a stock radio or is it an aftermarket? You don't want to set that too high. My rule of thumb is set everything on 70%, no higher than 80%, because with any volume, you're going to get distortion most of the time, more than half of the time, if you hit 100. So halfway, everything sounds its best, but that all depends on distortion level from the amp. And then you don't want to set the radio, like I said, you don't want to set the bass on the radio too high, because the signal going into the amp is going to have distortion. No matter where the gain is, you're already getting distortion. I don't care if you at 12 o'clock, you straight up and down on the volume knob, on the gain knob on your amp, you're already getting distortion from the radio. Are you already getting distortion from the aftermarket preamp? So I say halfway, nowhere above 80% of its power. And the rule of thumb is, the less power you're driving, the clearer you're gonna sound. So, but for you SPL guys, y'all don't care. You want to be loud, or some of you guys that's SPL and sound quality, it depends on your equipment too. Is your equipment good? If you got an aftermarket radio, you can maybe hit 90% and blast that baby, because its distortion isn't that high. So you're not feeding distortion to the amplifier. So it's kind of simple in a way. It's just putting in your mind, seeing in your head the chain. It's kind of like when we work in the studio, I do music in the studio, we have a vocal chain. We might have a compressor, then we might have after the compressor, I might do a delay, I might do an EQ. But if the compressor is running too high into the delay, I'm gonna get distortion. So same thing with the cars, same thing in the studio, same thing with anything. Sometimes, with the new iPhone, I know with my older iPhone, if I had it on 100%, Bluetooth to the car, there was a sound quality difference. It was a difference. You could hear it. So I would back it down 2 notches and it would sound more clear. So, you know, that's it for this video. I'm back. I've been gone for a while, but breaking down some stuff for you guys. You know, I had to learn myself, read a lot on YouTube. So I don't know everything, but I know some stuff. A little bit more than some. But hope you guys like the video. Keep subscribing, keep following. We're gonna be talking about bass. My next video, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, because I'm gonna talk about why we like bass. You know, I found out some technical reasons why we like bass. I can sit here and tell you, yeah, I like the deep bass, I like the low end, I like to feel it, but it's more of a mental thing with the brain with bass. I'll get into it in the video, but certain frequencies send certain signals to your mind and your body, and that's why we all love it. So I'm gonna get into that on the next video, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for you bass heads. Keep it cool, keep it positive. You know, I get a lot of negative comments. I don't read them all. Once you start negative, I'm not gonna read it, so don't leave me a negative comment. I don't have time for that. You know, everybody has something to say. Everybody knows something. It's not that serious. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. I love bass. I got friends whose cars louder than mine. I got a buddy whose car sounds pretty much just as good as mine. I'm not hating. I ain't got time for the haters. I enjoy it. You roll down the street. Man, I was in Hollywood one time. This dude had my car shaking. And he was behind me. I was loving it. I gave him the thumbs up. I was loving it. He drowned me out. I was like, God damn, this song right here is good. Whoa, shit. Oh no, that's the dude behind me. That ain't me. But anyway, man, enjoy yourself. Like and subscribe. Peace. We out.